We begin tonight with the latest on the deadline for small businesses to pay back a federal pandemic loan. One business in Hamilton says the deadline played a factor in its decision to close today, and it's among hundreds of thousands of Canadian businesses and nonprofits who received the loan. Eric Fiano joins us live with more on this. Hi there, Eric.
Hi, Taz. Well, I spoke to some small businesses today. In addition to the closure you just mentioned, one business owner says that he can't pay and that the future of his business is uncertain.
Crumb Bun's Bake Shop on Concession Street had a sign on its door today, reading "Closed until further notice. Thanks for understanding." The company echoed this on Facebook and confirmed with CHCH News that, quote, "The CEBA loan is a factor to closing." Meanwhile, Bar Sazerac on James Street is staying open, but owner Kyle Ferreira says he could not pay his CEBA loans by the deadline today.
We're kind of not in the perfect place to pay this back right now. It's especially disheartening to have fought for the past 4 years through a fairly difficult time in world history, the pandemic, and make it to the other side only to be knocked down by something that you really couldn't account for.
During the pandemic, businesses could have received a federal loan of up to $60,000. If they paid the loan back by today, up to $20,000 could be forgiven. However, if today's deadline is missed, the debt will convert into a 3-year federal loan with 5% annual interest. Ferreira says the debt makes his bar's future uncertain.
I'm confident that I'll be able to exist tomorrow. Further than that, I can't tell you.
Businesses also have the option to refinance the loan with a financial institution, giving them until March 28th to set up the arrangement and still be eligible for partial forgiveness. Now, some businesses like Revolution Records here on Ottawa Street were able to pay off their CEBA loans because the pandemic was a little bit easier on them. They were able to do things like curbside pickup. However, they say to pay off the loans, it was still a pain.
It took me all of last year to pay it off, but it is done. It's been removed from my banking.
Owner Scott Bell says he did not have to completely shut down during the pandemic, but says he feels for restaurants and bars, which had to stay closed for longer.
Maybe they should have forgiven a little more of it. And maybe there should be a different rules for restaurants and bars, like they had it way worse.
In recent weeks, the Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses and Restaurants Canada have been calling for another extension to the deadline, warning that some businesses will be forced to close their doors.
We're worried that there is a significant number of businesses out there, about 20% of all CEBA loan takers, that will not be able to meet today's deadline and therefore will be on the hook for the full $60,000 loan and will lose access to that forgivable portion.
53% right now of restaurant operators are barely breaking even or operating at a loss. And what we're hearing from our members that 1 out of 5 operators might have to close one or multiple locations in the coming month because of the CEBA loan reimbursement.
Now, although these groups were calling for an extension, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau indicated yesterday that that wouldn't happen. Back to you.